Like a broken condom or a stain that a hyper-absorbent towel can't erase, Fargo lingers far after you're finished with it. And there's a lot of reasons for this. Engaging characters, well-written plot lines, fish falling from the sky, but I'm going to present a new one. The double climax theory! Okay, so it's not actually a new theory, but it's rare, and those who do it don't do it well, but Fargo does it to perfection. It's basically the idea of having two inciting incidents and two climaxes for an ultra-orgasmic release of plot, more so than you'd get from most other movies and TV shows, so it has that lasting effect on you. Now, when I say two inciting incidents and two climaxes, I don't mean a bunch of bullshit happens muddying up a good plot by making a fucking mess. I mean the two major events get the plot going, and just as they start, they climax one at a time. Now, I'm mostly talking about Season 1 here because Season 2 takes the formula and kind of fucks with it. I'll get to that later. What are the inciting incidents? Good question. In Fargo Season 1, we meet Martin Freeman's character, Lester Nygaard, who's kind of a pushover, wimpy little bitch. The obvious plot point started from him is when he took a hammer and bashed his wife's head in like a fucking psycho. But the running of the naked man in the frozen tundra, as ridiculous as that sentence is equally important because it's one of the two major crimes in the show that the police link together, which is what's stringing the plot together in the first place. This is, of course, caused by Billy Bob Thornton's character, Lauren Malvo, who is the other important character that the show remains focused on throughout. So we got two dickbags tearing shit up, so what? I'll tell you so what, you pathetic little swine. The climaxes are directly correlated, one for Lester and one for Lauren. Let me put it to you like this so that even a little stupid idiot can understand. The inciting incidents happen in an A-B-A-B format, with Incident A representing Lauren's incident, since it happens first and it's less substantial, and Incident B representing Lester's incident, since it happens last because it's more substantial. In the end of the show, when Lauren gets shot by Colin Hanks' character Gus Grimley, that's the first of two climaxes. Climax A for Lauren, since it's not as substantial as Lester's, and then soon afterward, Lester gets got by the thin ice he's been running on the whole show, which, by the way to go on the symbolism, Noah Hawley, and that's Climax B, since it's the most substantial climax of the two and happens dead last. Dead. That's a classic A-B-A-B format, but it rarely ever translates over to incidents and climaxes, so why did Fargo do it? Because it's rad as hell. So if you're me, you went into Season 2 like this. I'm so excited. I'm about to lose control and I think I'm making I'm so excited. And what you got totally lived up to the hype, but you can't help but feel blue-balled for some unknown reason. Well, I'll explain that reason to you, you dummy. Basically, they gave you your inciting incident, so your brain, or head-think object for the layman, was like, hot damn, I can't wait for two steamy climaxes all over me. And then Noah Hawley was like, no, and instead gave you no substantial climax whatsoever because he's an asshole. In fact, he kind of gives you the anti-climax, where pretty much everything in the whole show gets wrapped up at once, which, by the way, isn't even in the finale, it's in the episode before, so it's not even part of the climax, and then he's just resolving plot lines in the most ball-bustingly mundane way possible. On purpose. If there's one thing I learned about Fargo Season 2, it's that Noah Hawley did not skimp on the Coen brothers references. From using songs like Oh Death, Didn't Leave Nobody But the Baby, and Just Dropped In, and making references to Waffle Hut and the Knutsons, the Coen brothers references seem to be, as the kids are saying, hot jam. So what does the ending of Season 2 remind you of? That's right, you dumb idiot, No Country for Old Men, one of the most famous blue ball endings since the dawn of man. So am I made to believe that he referenced Coen brothers so hard that it actually affected the ending of his show? Yes and no. The framework was there, with Season 1 setting an example just so Season 2 could destroy it. Think about it. Season 1 had two inciting incidents and two climaxes. Season 2 had two inciting incidents and no climaxes. Season 1 had a film score. Season 2 had a 70s rock soundtrack. Season 1 was a snowy wonderland of mystery. Season 2 hardly even had any snow in it. It seems like the ending of Season 2 was partially a nod to No Country for Old Men, while also continuing the theme of being the anti-Season 1. So what does it all mean? Well, you annoying piece of ass, it means that if Season 1 was a traditional Fargo season akin to what you'd see in the film, and Season 2 was there to purposefully destroy your expectations of the show as a whole, then that leaves Season 3 as kind of a wild card. What can we expect from Season 3? Will there be characters from the first season? Will it be completely different from Season 1, or be like a spiritual sequel? Will the voices in my head stop talking to me? I don't know, because the season hasn't happened yet. But until then, I know exactly how I'm feeling. I'm so excited.